In our previous video, we learned how to use prompt templates to give the model clear instructions and how to use StructuredOutputParser to clean up the model's text responses. But what if we want the model to not just write text, but actually return structured data like proper JSON objects with specific fields? That's where the structured output parser comes in. Think of it like giving the model a blueprint for its answer. So instead of letting it respond however it wants, we define a clear structure. Like, for example, we can say, give me three facts about black holes, and each fact should go into its own field: fact 1, fact 2, and fact 3. So we define this structure using response schema, which defines what each field represents. Then the structured output parser uses that schema to make sure the AI's output follows the exact format we asked for. Usually that is a valid JSON object. Now, if you worked with LLMs before or you followed our video, you know that sometimes the model does not exactly follow the instruction perfectly. So it might miss a field, forget the brackets, or add some extra text. Now that's where the output fixing error or the output fixing parser saves the day. It automatically identifies when the output isn't in the correct format and uses the model itself to repair or reformat the response until it matches the required schema. So what we're trying to do here is we're really teaching the model to think structurally, to not just like generate sentences, but also to produce clean, structured content that a program can directly read and use. So this actually becomes powerful when we want to build systems like knowledge extractors, fact generators, or even data analysis tools where consistency matters. And just like we did in the previous video, we wrap everything inside a chain. So the flow looks like the following here. So the prompt first defines the task, the model generates the response, and the parser ensures the output is valid and well formatted. So the concept brings together everything we've learned so far: clear prompting, structured control, and automatic error correction, making our AI output also ready for automation. So now let's go to the implementation of whatever we talked in this video. Let me create a new file called structured output parser.py. Okay, first model. We've been doing this since our first video, so I hope you understand this. Then the credentials. Then we're importing our prompt template from LangChain core. Then we'll import our output parsers here. So it will again come from LangChain core.output parsers, import structured output parser and a response schema. Okay, I did something wrong here. So this is going to be, oh, okay. So it does not come from LangChain code, but it comes from LangChain. So output parsers, import structured output parser, and okay, something is wrong here. Oh, I should have written from, I'm not. Import, so structured output parser and then a response schema. Now from LangChain.output parsers, I'll need output fixing parser to so this library allows the model to recorrect if there is any error in terms of its response. So load.env, I'll first define my model. Okay, now we'll define our schema here, or the response schema that we want. So basically, we're going to pass our topic, and then we will ask the model to generate 3 facts, and then we'll create a placeholder using these response schema for those facts here. So for the first one, we'll call fact 1, and then uh, its detail will be first fact about a certain topic. Okay, we'll say black hole. So this will be our first one. We'll again define a response schema. We'll have fact 2, and then add a description. So this will be second fact about black hole, and then we'll do a response schema again. Name equals to fact 3, description equals to third fact about black hole. Okay, so we'll define our parser. So this is going to be a structured output parser, but the structured output parser will be based on the schema that I have provided earlier. So structured output parser dot from response schemas, and then I'll pass in the schema here. So again, at last, if the model does not obey us in passing generating the output based on this schema, I'm going to use a output fixing parser from LLM. The LLM is going to be our model, and then the parser is going to be a parser which will strictly adhere the model to the given schema here. So now let me generate a template. So template equals to, I'm going to use this using prompt template. We've already done this earlier. So template will be give me 3 facts about topic. I'll write something more. Return only valid JSON instruction that follows this format, and I'll provide a format here. Let me enclose this using string tag so that I can give multi-line strings here. So now the format will be format, or the instruction format, or we'll call it the response format here. So response format, the topic, sorry, the input variables at first is going to be our topic, and then I'll also define a partial variables for the response format that we provided here. So response underscore format, and this is going to come from parser dot get format instruction. So this particular parser will provide this schema or the response format to this template here. Now I'll create a chain where I'll pass in the template first, then a model first, and then the parser here. So first of all, the prompt will be generated using template, then it will be passed to the model, and then the model response will be fixed by the parser. Now I can invoke this chain using the entry point, which is our template. So I'll need to provide a topic here. The topic will be black hole, and then I can print out the result. Let me clear this and run this again. Okay, I missed topic here, so clear this and run it again. There are a few spelling mistakes, but it's okay. I can see that I got a JSON format where I have fact 1, fact 2, and where's fact 3? Okay, I have fact 3, just like the way that we've asked for in our schema. So what is being done here? The prompt template is generating a prompt based on the template that we provided here. The structured output parser is asking the model to base its response on the basis of this provided schema here. The output fixing parser is strictly asking the model to follow this particular schema here. In the prompt template, one extra variable we provided is the partial variables. That partial variables is the response schema that we provided here, and then we've extracted it from the uh, parser object of structured output parser, and then we've generated a chain and generated the response. So I hope this runs for you on your end as well. If you have any queries, do comment down below and I'll try to help you out, and I'll see you in the next video.